EBF Forms. Authenticate yourself with your Active Directory credentials and get started. Our form list shows our existing forms. Let's create a form. This form is based on a SharePoint list. We define our connection to SharePoint here. List name and service account credentials, and supply our authentication method for the users. The user groups for this form are then defined. As well as the collaborator groups that are allowed to administer this form. Our user capabilities for the form are then defined, including creating, editing, and viewing lists of forms. The fields to be displayed in a form list can also be selected from the available SharePoint columns. Now we can define our first form. We select fields from our SharePoint list and add them to the first page of our form. We can add additional pages to our form and corresponding fields. We can name or rename our form, and save our example task list form. Here we see our iOS EBF Forms client, which is also available for Android. The user first authenticates themselves. We see immediately the user's available forms. We choose our example task list form that we previously configured on the server. Next, we see the previously created items based on the defined form. Select an item to edit or correct any values we've previously entered. We see the form we've designed, the fields, and multiple pages. The items can be sorted by the defined form parameters. We can also create a new form. The user is directed to enter the values for our defined task list form. The user saves the form values to the SharePoint list. In SharePoint, the data can be used for workflows or further reporting. That's EBF Forms.